Hello, and welcome to another vlog with me, Jamster. So obviously, the weekly vlog kind of thing. I actually have no idea what I'm just going. I had a plan and then lost the plan. She's that dog. You can just see her in the background there. She's useless, but it's not one of these ones, the walking ones. It's quite fun doing them. They're also easy because they just are. And also, I think the quality of these ones seem to be better than the ones where I try to actually set up a proper recording. Yeah, the past week has been pretty interesting. We had that unexpected face cam in like the last Renegade episode. Yeah, I don't know if I made any stupid faces, probably did, but I don't know if anyone's really willing to watch the whole hour to try and point them out. It is quite long, but I guess someone would enjoy it. Probably. It's quite interesting. There's no one in this park today. It's normally at least maybe 2 or 3 people at the bare minimum. I see like one person way off in the distance. Jeez, I'm like struggling to hold it. So yeah, I've seen one person way off in the distance, and then that's it. Like no one else. Just strange, but yeah, it is a really nice place, this park. It's sort of weird. It's in the middle of Brisbane, but it's a big enough park and sort of natural area, and it's got this, I guess these are soccer fields, but it's just strange. Like, it's not something I think is in many cities to have this sort of big natural area. I think the only thing I can really think of that's similar is maybe New York's Central Park. I don't know really how big that is, but it looks like it's pretty big, to be honest. I've never been there, but it does look quite large. Look at her, I don't know if you can see her. Seriously. I mean, she's quite a happy little dog. Poddling along, basically. Yeah. It's just such a nice, peaceful park. I mean, you can just walk your dog, which is, I guess, the good part. And it's a pretty decent walk as well. It's about, from one end of the park to the other end is about 2 k's. If you take the longer way, like if you go over in that direction, like on the other side, it's a straight line. It doesn't have this windy bit, which makes it a bit shorter, but it's just a strange thing. Like, I imagine other cities have this kind of thing, but I cannot really think of any other cities that do. There's a lot of birds in those trees. Like, a lot. I think there's just one that's like moving around a lot. Where the hell is Misty? Oh, for God's sakes. Somehow she's gotten lost. Where did she go? Oh, Misty! Just off in the distance looking around just like, where did I go? She's just so slow, like, oh jeez. It's not even because of her size, it's just because she keeps going for like a piss every 2 seconds. But she's catching up, slowly, but surely. That little white thing in the background. She's getting there. Won't be surprised if she tries attacking some of these birds. I'd also not be surprised if she gets one. And she's finally caught up. And she's just, what? Okay. She's just doing whatever the hell she's doing. So this is, I think, a different path to what we took last time, because I think last time I actually walked over on that side of the field, where the sort of woman, I think that's a woman, is walking. Really hard to tell from this distance. But that's the sort of area we walked along. I really don't know. I feel like I shake a little bit too much with these things, but I think I have anti-shake on, which is, I don't know what the fuck that does, to be honest. I think it just tries to stabilize it a bit, and then YouTube also tries to stabilize it, so surely that would make it like pretty stable. But I don't have one of those like selfie sticks. Like, I feel like that'd probably be the easiest way to do these ones. But then I don't really feel like getting a selfie stick, because I don't take selfies, and I don't really ever see the point in that. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about how Azercraft hasn't actually come out for the past week, despite me saying it would. Well, it hasn't come out for more than a week, really. But there are several good reasons. Is even though I know I have like 10 episodes of content, I know that I haven't recorded, or I've recorded 10 episodes. I haven't edited more than 2, I think, like fully. And it's not even the editing that's bad. It's just I haven't actually gotten around to it. I feel like if I upload, say, like one as a craft episode right now, then I'm sort of committing to uploading the rest. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that, because uni is getting pretty, like, this is the sort of point in the semester where it is at its toughest. You know, in about a month, it won't be so bad because it'll be past final exams and stuff like that. But at the moment it is coming up to final exams week and stuff like that. So I'm sort of trying to come up with an idea of how I want to go about it. At the very least, the channel will have Renegade going up every second day at bare minimum, unless uploading issues happen. I did try to go for daily, but then uploading issues happened. So it became it somehow happened to work out to be every second day. She's still come on. But I don't know what I'd do with the rest of them. There are a couple other series that are very, very short, but I will probably put them out for the sake of, I mean, I think it's fair on the other content creators who I did make those series with, even though I wasn't involved as much as I wanted to be. So, Kingdom Quest, which is something that I keep probably bringing up, but I haven't actually released any episodes of. I recorded 3 or 4 episodes, and then I got a bit bored of it because the idea of the server was, it's a really cool kind of, it's different. The idea was that you have quests in the server and you're supposed to complete them, and the quests are very like community based. The issue was that 2 players pretty much just played non-stop for like 2 days, and then they completed like 90% of the quests except for like the really tough ones, and as much as they were fun to do, like it happens so fast that it doesn't feel worth like doing the other ones. Like you don't feel like you really contributed to anything, and then it's not as great. And there are like people got on the server for a little bit and then just left, because I don't think that's the reason, to be honest. It was just like 2 people really just nailed it all down and just did it all. And I mean, fair enough, it was up for opens, but I think we should have probably like tried to do something about that to try and curb the the quick progression. And I think that I'd like to do that series again, but with some better rules in place and some just general like better systems in place to, I don't know, just help make the thing work better. And I think the other issue was a lot of the quests were like shop based, so you know, you build a shop that sells leather or something, and it was a good idea, except the issue was there weren't that many players. So you know, one person would set up a leather shop and then probably no one would use it. But the quest itself was very simple. If it was a server of maybe like 20 or 30 people, maybe it would have happened, but then you wouldn't need more quests. I think it really could have done with a bit more time in preparations and thinking about it all. I probably should have gotten a bit more involved in that as well, but I didn't. Yeah. But in overall, it's a cool idea. I actually really like the idea of having the quests. I don't know if I could probably do vanilla Minecraft, just because it's not that interesting to me. It's just, vanilla Minecraft is just terrible. It's not that the game itself is bad, it's just the content feels so lackluster, and I just can't enjoy it anymore. Like, sure, you can spend hours upon hours perfecting like really weird things, and you can do a lot of stuff in vanilla that you just don't always think about, but certainly is not my cup of tea. Like, there are a lot more things I'd enjoy much more. I'm recording a couple of, like, vanilla Minecraft is just, I don't know, there's just nothing to do in it. Once you get to diamond tools, you feel like you don't really have to make any progression, and the rest is really up for your creativity. And then the reason you'd want to do that is if you're in a server with a good amount of people and a healthy amount of people to do that. Like, it's just, otherwise vanilla Minecraft, you can finish it in maybe like an hour and a half, and it genuinely is just up to your creativity. There's a lot of people just doing some really weird shit over there. I don't know what they're doing, but look like a bunch of maybe family members doing some weird stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the vanilla Minecraft issue. Like, I don't know what it is. It used to be a lot more fun, but I think it's because I've played so much modded that I can't enjoy it. Modded Minecraft is probably the only version of Minecraft I can enjoy. I mean, vanilla's alright if you have a good group of friends, maybe. But you have to set some pretty weird goals to do it, or just have the time to want to do something, or like a vision of what you want to do. Which is also brings me to another point with the Azurcraft series. There's going to be, like I've already said, it's very jumpy because it's just, I didn't want to record my like hour and a half of staring at like crafting tables and working out recipes and how to automate them. But as a sort of way to curb that, I've come up with a plan to redo the base, redo all that stuff. Now I know how to do it, and it will be probably more interesting as well. So well, I mean, it has to be done because one, the base is just, it's so bad. It's not that the design is bad, it's just, unless you have a really good computer, the amount of like logistics pipes there are, I think it is, it may not even be that, but something in it just causes it terrible problems, and it lags, like FPS lag, not server lag. So like, I went into it yesterday and got about 1 FPS in the middle of the base, and I just decided, well, the best way to handle this is to split the base up and have like little outposts far enough away that whatever the hell is causing the lag, hopefully we don't have enough of it to break the game. It still could, but I don't know. It is pretty bad. How long is this going? 12 minutes. See, this, you know, it's good. Well, I suppose I can see the time on the other ones. It's just, I don't really think about it so much because I don't need to. Like on my computer, I could probably record for hours at 720p or even at 1080. I could probably record for several hours, but the issue is on the phone you can't. I don't even know what this video format comes out to. I think it might actually be 1080p. I really don't know. It should be pretty decent. It is. I know it is a phone camera, so they're not that bad nowadays. I don't know the actual megapixels of this one. It's at bare minimum got to be 8 megapixels, but it's probably more than that. It's probably like 12 megapixels. I think that's a pretty good standard nowadays. I don't know. I'd like to know, but I probably will never work it out. Yeah, there's a weird number of birds around. Like a lot. I'll sort of show it. They're all just crows, or I think some people would call them ravens. I don't know if that's the same species, but they're all just sitting around. I've no idea. I've never seen them do that. Like, I've seen flocks of birds before, like especially of I'm trying to think of it. They're not cockatoos. Actually, yes, it is cockatoos. The freaking white menaces of Australia. The ones that, like, if you feed them, apparently they will chew up your lawn, or not your lawn. Basically, if you ever come to Australia, don't feed cockatoos, because I've heard that if you stop doing it, they can get very pissed, and they will, like, pretty much, for some reason, they just have their way of dealing with that is chewing the crap out of everything. So I've heard of people's houses just like getting absolutely damaged and trashed, or especially outdoor furniture and stuff, and like any wooden outdoors stuff will be like chewed up and just destroyed. I don't even know how people manage it or how the birds manage it, but they do. It's like it seems like just animals have an obsession with just chewing through random shit. But anyway, okay, so that's not what I was expecting to see. I'm not going to show that because I don't think anyone wants to see that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this is actually where we started the last walking vlog, so that's kind of like a cool bonus to where we are at the moment. It's interesting, I haven't done an actual lap of this thing before. Normally I go around, there's a creek, you go across it. I think I shared the creek in the last vlog, except I didn't walk across it. And then when you walk across, you go into sort of like another park, which is more like playgrounds and like little kids sort of area for parents to take them, and obviously they can just go nuts. That's normally where I walk, and then you can walk across the highway, well, not across the highway, next to the highway. It's pretty simple. Yeah, it's a pretty cool park. It's interesting because this was flooded. Like, it genuinely was flooded to the point where no one could walk in it. I think, like where I'm standing right now, the water probably went up to the top of that goalpost, roughly. Like, I never got to see it personally, but that was in the 2011 Brisbane floods, or the Southeast Queensland floods is probably the better name of it. What the fuck did Missy just try? But it certainly is a thing. It was, I don't know if there's been any like disasters on that sort of size in Australia for a while. I know the US is getting lots of issues at the moment with, I think one of the states is having like some pretty bad flooding issues. Another one's got some pretty bad tornadoes happening at the moment. I swear, like, I never really will ever, I don't think I'll ever get that. How people build houses in the middle of the tornado, like, valley, I think it's called. Or Death Valley? I can't remember. It's one of those names. And it's just like, why would you build a house in the middle of a fucking place where you know it's very likely a tornado will just come through and destroy your house and potentially kill you? It doesn't make sense. I think even Chicago, I think it is in that area. And that's just, like, that's a city in the middle of it. It might not be Chicago, actually. I think it's the one with the little archway, which may be Chicago. It probably is. My names or my memory of like all the US states and stuff, pretty bad. So yeah. Well, I've been Jamster. If you liked this video vlog thing, then I guess just do something. I don't know. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.